MSU TV is on the air, bringing you the best student-produced educational, entertaining, and informative programming. Broadcasting out of Breckenridge Hall on the campus of Morehead State University, MSU TV is signing on.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Angela Hardesty.
And I'm Cecil Pergram. Kyle McKenzie has the night off. This is your news for February 23rd, 2012.
Prestonsburg Democrat Greg Stumbo has submitted an open records request for expense documents from MSU. Stumbo is backing House Bill 260 to make Pikeville a public institution. He submitted a request Friday for 5 years of expense reports on training, travel, recreation, and other costs incurred by the university's Administration Board of Regents and staff. The request also seeks records that show how Morehead has improved educational opportunities in a 12-county region that Pikeville would serve under Stumbo's proposal. Stumbo says the documents would help him evaluate the quality of educational services that Morehead has provided to the area.
Morehead State's Career Center played host to the internship workshop on February 22nd. NewsCenter's Hardy Breeden has more on the story.
Students from the Department of Communications and Business attended the internship workshop at the MSU Career Center. This workshop was designed to educate students on the importance of completing an internship, as well as providing information on where to get started. The center's director sat down to discuss the Career Center, as well as the importance of experience before entering the workforce.
We do Wednesday workshops every Wednesday at 12:40 on anything to from resume writing to salary negotiations, anything from I don't know what I want to be when I grow up to I've got a job offer, what do I need to do? So employers are looking for all kinds of things, communication skills, problem-solving skills, teamwork skills. College degree will not get you a job anymore. You have to have some relevant experience. A lot of students don't understand that part because they've been told a college degree will get you a good job. And in the old days, that's true, but we're creating a lot more college graduates, and that means to be competitive, you have to have the degree, you have to have the GPA, and you have to have the experience.
For NewsCenter, this is Hardy Breeding.
And for more information about the Career Center and upcoming events, visit www.moreheadstate.edu/career.
Morehead citizens Lula and Tony Pico have always dreamt of helping others. 5 months ago, they made it a reality. NewsCenter's Greg Bowen has more on the story.
For Lula and Tony Pico, lending a helping hand to others is an important act. On September 17th of 2011, the two opened their very own soup kitchen to provide warm meals to those who need it. They called it the Community Soup Kitchen.
I have always felt like people shouldn't have to go without food and be hungry because that's a terrible feeling. And I always saw on the news all the time how kids were starving and people were starving and homeless. And I love to cook, so I felt that was some way that we would be able to help if we would be able to cook for people and serve people that couldn't afford to eat.
Those who visit the Community Soup Kitchen are likely to be greeted by owner Tony Pico. Pico says he greets around 40 customers a day and also says the soup kitchen can use all the help they can get.
Well, we've got a schedule on the calendar up there, the 5 days you can come in and write down if you want to come in at 10:30, work to 2, or you can come in at 7:30 and work to 1. Anytime you want to do. We let it be at your convenience. If you have to leave, fine.
The Community Soup Kitchen has different meals each day of the week, anything from soup and sandwiches to chicken and mashed potatoes.
We got a lot of people coming in here. Sometimes haven't got too many people, but most of the time you have a lot of people coming in here. The soup kitchen is a good place to eat.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Greg Bowen.
For more information, or if you'd like to volunteer or donate to the Community Soup Kitchen, call Lula Pecco at 784-9533.
We'll be right back after the break with Don Young and a quick look at weather.
when you got some homework and you need a place to go. When you're working on a project and your computer is slow, there's a little place on campus that I think that you should know about. The first story of the library is what I'm talking about. Walk past Java City and then you will see the new commons area is where you should be. They got computers and printers, couches, tables, and more. It's the perfect place to go for study time galore. The Morehead State University Space Science Center has been established to provide a research and educational facility with state-of-the-art laboratories for undergraduate students in space science. The Star Theater located inside functions as a classroom and public entertainment room featuring laser light shows and 3D movies. To contact the Space Science Center, call 606-783-2381. For events in the Star Theater, call 606-783-9593.
Please don't throw that trash on the ground. I know someone is watching you now. Recycle man, recycle man. Please take care of all your waste in a responsible way. Recycle.
Oh yeah, that's right. Get the good stuff. The Java City on campus has just what you need to get you going. Located on the first floor of the Camden Carroll Library.
Hello and welcome back to NewsCenter. I'm Don Young. Right now it's a beautiful day outside. Current temperatures are around 66. Sunny. It's a great day. Taking a look at your record temperature set back in 1996, you can see it was a high of 80. So not too far off from that today. But luckily we are quite far off from 1873 when it was just 1 degree outside. So very nice. Taking a look at your dual polarity radar courtesy of WKYT, you can see that there's not a whole lot going on across the state. Overall, beautiful day for weather, pretty nice. Sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Taking a look at your temperatures across the Commonwealth, you can see Bowling Green at the high set at 75. Covington's at a low of 54. Frankfort at 66. Lexington, same temperatures around 65. Louisville, temperatures around 68, as well as down in London, temperatures around 68. And Jackson also seeing temperatures around 68. Cool spot up in Covington towards Cincinnati, temperatures around 54, a little cooler. We're going to be seeing some more cool temperatures move in over the weekend, but we should see some warmer temperatures coming back into next week. And we'll have a little more about that after NewsCenter Notices. And for now, we'll take it to NewsCenter Notices. Back to the desk.
Good evening, and tonight on NewsCenter Notices, we have Whitney Stevens in the studio to talk about Morehead State's Masters in Communications program.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Well, tell me exactly what made you come back from being graduated and having a job in the field to coming to Morehead to get a Masters in Communications.
I did graduate from Morehead with my bachelor's in production May 2011. And I went back home and applied for an internship that I actually got through the Career Center here, and it was unpaid, but I did that for a couple months, and then an opening opened for a paid position, so I went ahead and did that, and the hours were just kind of bad, and the pay wasn't worth what they were asking me to do, so I came up here for homecoming this past fall, and for one of our speakers, and Tim approached me and was like, you know, we need GAs. Have you thought about coming back for your master's? And I was like, well, actually, yeah, because I'm pretty disappointed with what I'm doing right now. So I got the ball rolling on that, took the GRE, and now I'm back here getting my master's. So.
And you're working with MSU TV, so tell me, what exactly have you been working on with that?
I am working with MSU TV. I'm the program director for MSU TV. That's a part of my GA-ship, and I'm also the director of Morehead Today. So.
Yay. A lot of people are afraid to get a master's in our industry. They're afraid to get a master's because they think that employers will deem them unemployable because they're going to require more money and they're going to be overqualified. How would you address that issue?
I don't consider in our field to be overqualified. I consider it taking a step to already have the necessities, because our field is so hands-on. Getting your master's is just giving you more time to learn those skills that will only benefit an employer to hiring you. Like in education, I can see them not wanting to hire someone with a master's because they're going to have more money. But when you hire a communications person that has their master's, that's just, building up your employment, because you're not going to have to train them as much as you would have to just an undergrad coming right out of school.
It's a good investment.
I think it's a very good investment.
Yes. What exactly are you wanting to get out of getting a master's in communications?
Well, my dream job is, hopefully, I would like to move down to Florida and work for Disney World and produce some of their Broadway shows they have down there. So that's in the works, and then I'm also wanting to maybe work for Food TV or the Travel Channel, producing some of their shows. So those are my big dreams, but we'll see where that goes here in about a year and a half.
Well, thank you so much, Whitney, for coming on the show. I think that's about all the time we have. So, yes, we'll be right back with another look at weather, and Shelby Steele with a look at Eagle Athletics.
At the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music, we preserve and develop the art form and represent our cultural heritage through performance, educational outreach, and interaction with the community in the MSU service region and beyond.
What's wrong, dude? Second guessing that cheeseburger? Maybe you should take another look at that before you eat it.
Don't eat me!
Now how could you be thinking of eating that when really you're thinking of a slow-cooked chili-covered geodog with cheese with your selected choice of chips? Throw that thing away. Located on the first floor behind the elevator.
What about me?
When you're thirsty, are you going to depend on a crumpled old dollar? Remind yourself to always bring your Eagle card. Dude, you need the Eagle card. Always keep beaker bucks loaded onto your Eagle card just in case. It's the fastest way to make all of your on-campus purchases. Do you ever feel like you're moving slow when it comes to finding the information you need on the internet? Well, visit Camden Carroll Library, located in between Alley Young and Fields Hall. With several floors of books, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Don't lose sleep looking for information. Visit the Camden Carroll Library, and you're sure to find just what you're looking for.
Hello and welcome back to NewsCenter. Current conditions outside are around 66 degrees, so beautiful day outside. Hope you've got to get out and enjoy that a little bit. It's sunny outside still, great day. Humidity's around 56%, so pretty good for this time of year. We're going to be seeing a little increase in that with some storm showers moving in overnight. Winds around 15 miles per hour in a southeast direction. So overall, beautiful day. Taking a look at your Doppler radar, courtesy of WKYT, you can see that there's not any storms going across Kentucky. Up Ohio and Indiana are seeing a few little storms, but nothing here in the Commonwealth. So great day to be here. Taking a look at your temperatures, down in Bowling Green, the high of 75. That's the hot spot in the state. Low spot of 54 up in Covington towards Cincinnati. Frankfort, the capital, seeing temperatures around 66. Lexington, a little cooler at 65. Louisville, seeing temperatures at 68. Back over on our side of the state, Ashland, seeing temperatures around 58, so pretty cool that way. Jackson, temperature 68. About the same across the state, no too big difference. Take a look at your national radar. You can see our state, nothing going on in the bluegrass, so pretty nice. However, here's those storms I was talking about earlier. They're going to be working their way over, and we're going to see a few little showers overnight. We could see a little bit of this storm coming in as well. Like I said, nothing major, just a few little sprinkles here and there. So we're going to avoid the main mass of that storm. Taking a look at your satellite coverage, you can see that you can just pretty much see those storms as well. And it's pretty clear across Kentucky, so pretty nice. A little bit of storms moving in overnight, like I said, not a big deal. Taking a look at your national temperatures across the United States, you can see down in Texas, temperatures around 86, so gorgeous down there. Mississippi, it's seeing temperatures around 85, so pretty nice there. All in our area, 50s and 60s. Moving up into the northwest, you can see it's pretty cool out that way, still in the 30s and 40s out that way, so pretty cool out there. Tonight, it's going to be pretty cooling back off again after today, such a nice day. Temperatures are low and in the 30s. We're going to be seeing some partly cloudy weather with those storms moving in. Tomorrow, partly cloudy. Those storms should be clearing out. Like I said, just a few scattered showers here and there with a high of 44 tomorrow. So those temperatures are going to be dropping over the weekend, but they'll be coming back looking into the future forecast. Like I said, Friday, temperatures a high of 44 and a low of 29 with partly cloudy weather. Saturday, more partly cloudy weather with a high of 41 and a low of 25, so getting pretty cool again. But moving into Sunday, we'll be seeing some more sunshine with a high of 52 and a low of 35. Monday, a little more partly cloudy weather with a high of 56 and a low of 35. And then Tuesday, we're seeing those warmer temperatures really starting to move back in with a high of 60 and a low of 46 with some more partly cloudy weather. So overall, pretty nice, guys. It's finally getting back into spring, but we've had a pretty mild winter. I think everybody's appreciated that. But I'm ready to see those temperatures back up in the 70s and 80s.
Me too. It doesn't quite feel like February, though, with the mild temperatures and the clear skies right now. I'm used to kind of the snow and the cold weather every day, but, I ain't going to complain.
It's been really nice. We haven't seen a lot of snow this winter, so that's been great. I'm wondering if it'll make up for it in showers over, what they say, April showers, so maybe we'll be seeing a lot of rain coming up. But for now, let's take it back to sports with Shelby Steele.
When you
MSU is hosting a doubleheader basketball game against Eastern Illinois tonight and another against SIU Edwardsville on Saturday. The MSU women's basketball team is currently facing off in their second to last regular season game of the 2011-2012 season. The men's basketball team will take the court following the women's basketball game Saturday, first game tip-off at 5:15 p.m. Both teams will be recognizing their senior player careers that evening. The MSU Baseball Eagles lost their series finale against the Mercer University Bears on Sunday 10-0. The Bears made their way to a 4-0 lead early in the first inning after back-to-back walks by MSU starter Garrick Whittle. Outfielder Taylor Pickens was the only Eagle player with more than one hit. The Bears pitchers scattered the 8 hits by the MSU Eagles in the shutout and did not allow a walk in the finale. The Eagles will return to Allen Field Friday at 3 p.m. as they start a 3-game series against Jackson State. The MSU softball team lost 2-1 to Kanawha State before losing to Marshall University 9-4 on Saturday at Patriots Point Stadium in the College of Charleston Classic. The MSU softball now holds a 1-1-3 record For the season, 5 of the Eagles players had hits, with 4 of them recording RBI. MSU would have concluded the College of Charleston Classic last Sunday against Charleston Southern, but the game was canceled due to rain with no makeup date. The softball Eagles will head to the Hilltopper Spring Classic in Bowling Green, Kentucky on February 25th through the 26th. 14 student athletes signed letters of intent with the MSU women's soccer team this past week, bringing 3 forwards, 6 midfielders, and 5 defenders to the team. Head coach Warren Lipka recruited women from 7 states across the U.S. The MSU women's soccer team wrapped up the 2011 season with an 11-8-3 record, with finished 5th in the OVC with 4-4 and 1 mark to head their 6th consecutive OVC tournament. World famous sports trivia. How many seniors will be celebrating the end of their careers this weekend at Johnson Arena from both Eagle squads? A, 1, B, 3, C, 5, or D, 7?
I'm going to have to go with C on this one. I think 5 sounds like the most logical answer.
I'll go D, 7.
Well, I guess I'll say 1.
All right, Dawn, you had the correct answer. It was C, 5. 5 Eagles players will be in action for the last time of their collegiate career in the Johnson Arena this weekend. For the Eagles, women Linda Dixon and Courtney Lumpkin are suiting up for the last time, and seniors on the men's squad include Lamont Austin, Ty Profit, and Terrence Hill. Terrence Hill had the big performance against Louisville last year in the NCAA tournament. Unfortunately, his senior season was cut short earlier in the year by a knee injury. In spite of Hill's injury, though, the Eagles are still above 500 at 15-14 and can still finish 3rd in the OVC standings.
I hope they have a really good game, being at the last one. Hopefully they all do extremely well.
Yeah, they're really starting to come together, a team. Hopefully they can get it going into March, make a deep run in the tournament later on.
All right, and we'll be right back after sports calendar.
I'm so freaking bored. I cannot handle another hour of the Kardashians.
I wish we'd go bowling.
Me too.
Great.
Your wish has come true. Wilson Lanes, located inside of Laughlin Health Building on campus, has 6 lanes of pure bowling fun, and now with automated scoring. $2 per game and a $1 shoe rental. How could you pass this up? Morehead State Career Services offers services and resources to partner with you in your career decision-making process. With things like MSU JobLink, individual career counseling, Eagles in Flight certification program, and the Suit Bank. Don't forget about our career fair, March 13th in the Krager Room of ADUC from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
First Lady Michelle Obama will be visiting Kentucky tonight to attend a fundraiser for her husband's re-election campaign. According to the Associated Press, the fundraiser will be held at the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage in Louisville. The Obama campaign says tickets will start at $100. President Barack Obama lost Kentucky by a wide margin before winning the presidential election almost 4 years ago. Although Obama has struggled to win over Kentucky voters during his term, the event is still expected to draw hundreds of supporters.
An MSU sorority gave women on campus an opportunity to learn how to defend themselves. NewsCenter's Haley Murphy reports.
Last Thursday, the Morehead State chapter of Delta Zeta hosted their annual self-defense class. The event was open to all women on campus. Judy Carpenter instructed the class again this year and taught many new defense techniques and tips.
Your palms are going to be, your fingers are going to be in their palm. You're going to put one of your thumbs between the middle finger and the index finger, and the other between the ring finger and the...
Carpenter told the women who attended the class that in the event of attack, to avoid panicking and focus on ways to not only escape their attacker, but also cause them pain. MSU juniors Katie Motley and Ariel Allen said they felt very comfortable using the techniques taught by Carpenter.
She even used something as simple as keys and pressure points and stuff like that. So I think that it could be beneficial in everyday life. So. Morehead is a relatively safe campus, but if anything were to happen, I feel like what Judy taught us today would be really helpful in situations such as that.
The class ended by allowing the students to demonstrate their favorite techniques on their partners. Allen says Delta Zeta plans to continue this event every year to promote campus safety. Reporting for NewsCenter, this is Haley Murphy.
This week's News Center's Derek Gramke took a trip to the MSU farm to give us a look at the Morehead State equestrian team. Here's more.
Lately, the equestrian team has had a string of success. The Western Style team captain, Cody Howard, explains more.
Most recent show we've had has been, we had 2 shows in one weekend, which pretty much determined who won the region. The shows came down to, the top 2 teams were us and the University of Cincinnati, and we were trailing them by 1 point going into the last 2 shows, so we really knew we had to pick up our game for that. And we went into the first show, and really everybody showed really well. The total amount of points that you can get per show is 42. And if we had just done 1 or 2 things different, we would have had 41 out of 42 points. So we did exceptional in the first show and pulled ahead by 10 points. So by the second show, we were up and managed to hold on to the lead. We come down to the last class would determine who won all of the region, and the rider who went in there and won, so he pretty much sealed the deal for the team.
There are several different areas of competition in each show. The saddle team captain, Sarah Lynch, goes into more detail.
It's divided into divisions based on skill level, so we have everything from beginner walk trot to open, the very advanced riders. And you actually go up, the horses are separated by division into their classes, and you go up before your class and literally roll a bingo machine. Whichever number you pull, that's what horse you ride for your class. So you could get on a horse that you've never ridden in your life and have to go in there and make it do its stuff, make it look good. So it kind of evens the playing field. You don't have an unfair advantage for those kids that might have nicer horses or get to practice on them all the time. So it's a good way for everyone to have a fair chance and compete. So we actually have 3 teams at Morehead. We have a hunt seat, a saddle seat, and a western team, as well as a club. You don't have to have any experience to be in the club. It's just a way for students to come in, get involved, hang out. We do compete in intercollegiate shows during the regular season, which kind of goes all school year. We have about 2 or 3 shows per semester in each seat, so we'll compete with shows in the region like UK, U of L, Northern Kentucky. And then at the end of the year, there's the team points, and whichever team wins the region will go on to regionals, eventually semifinals or zones, and then eventually nationals, which is all over the country. And then there's also individual points, which you can earn in shows, and so individual riders, if you point up in a division during the regular year, then you will also individually go to regionals, zones, nationals, all that stuff.
Sarah also explains how to become involved with the equestrian team.
We have meetings every 2 weeks, which is for the club. So that's all 3 teams and then anybody who just is in the club and wants to hang out. Or you can, on the website, if you go through the ag page, you can get to the equestrian club and the teams individually, and it lists all of the members of the exec board and their emails and how to contact them. So if you get a hold of any one of us, then we'll happily get you the information and get you set up.
For NewsCenter, I'm Derek Gramke.
Thanks for watching.
And have a great evening.